Can we say hi to everyone?
Hi. Hi, everyone. Hello. Good evening.
Thank you for joining us this lovely evening over here in Nigeria. So good to have you with us. We are the Winlos.
More like you are the Winlos.
We are the Winlos. So how are you guys doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you, sir.
Great. Doing good.
So the last time people wanted to know your name. What's your name?
Hi guys.
So let them know.
Hi guys. My name is Artheena. And it's nice to meet you.
Okay. And to my far right.
My name is Laurel. Hi, everybody.
And to my left is the mat. Sorry. Sorry, what's your name?
My name is Ola.
Yes, Ola. Have you watched Prophet Suddenly? Please let me know. We had a lot of people make comments, beautiful comments.
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
So we're critical.
Yes.
We love everything, all the same. So let's hear some of these comments.
Okay, one that is here that is quite striking. The theme has to do with falsehood in ministry. Okay. The part one was the spiritual aspect, false prophets dealing directly with demons for power and so-called advancement in ministry. Miracles here are real, yeah. Part two is the physical aspect. False prophets or pastors employing staged or fake miracles for same advancement in ministry. This juxtaposition, not everybody got it.
At least with this review now, this person got it.
Yes.
And hopefully more persons actually get it. Because I know on one of the live chat that we had here, we talked about the fact that the part one focused on the spiritual aspect, diabolical means, and all of that people used to do ministry, while the second one focused on the intelligence, RNG, if you like to call it brainwork, exactly. You don't have to even do anything fetish, but just by playing on people's intelligence.
And it's not a continuation.
No, it's
not. The part one is not a continuation. People are still asking
till tomorrow. They will.
It's not a continuation, and it's not new in filmmaking. I don't know why it looks so new in Christian filmmaking. It's not new in filmmaking, is it?
No, it's not. You can always go in different directions.
Yeah. So next,
this we talked about it yesterday. Says, why did Didi's wife have to die? Should I blame her?
Yes,
but I blame her a little bit. The day they raped her, that was the day she was supposed to tell her husband. And he put in bracket, fight me if you can. But she made a mistake there. Rita.
I wouldn't blame her though. I wouldn't blame her. I think it's just like the cases of victims of falsehood, of false prophets and all of that. It becomes so overwhelming at times.
Yeah.
And looking at how she tried to kick against Daniel's decisions at some point, and talking about let's go back to Nigeria and all of that. Daniel was long gone, long invested into Prophet Kofi. So I think our options were limited at that point in time. And don't forget the fact that Prophet Kofi also threatened her
with a gun.
Come on,
and besides, her husband was apparently in love with Pastor Kofi more than
so we should add a balance to we should add a balance to what you guys talked about yesterday.
Okay.
So there was so much blame on the lady when they said that the lady she should have been prayerful, praying for the husband and all.
Okay.
So somebody now asked a question and said, why do we leave responsibilities to ladies to always pray? Why don't the men also pray? Because we're picking lessons and say a woman should be a praying wife. What of the man? So we're in a generation where we just allow the woman pray and the man is not praying. So prayer should be for both the male and the female.
Yeah.
It's even funny when the man is supposed to be the head of the house in that sense, and when it comes to prayer, you are not leading.
When it comes to the priestly duty,
you're not doing it. You're leaving it for the wife.
The praying wife syndrome. Our mothers prayed.
They should go to crusades, to be the ones to go to church prayer meetings and all of that.
While they will be at home, being man. Being man.
There should be some balance in it.
Definitely.
Yes. Can we get more comments?
Okay, this is about prophetic bulldozer. Someone says he had so much money to spend on his carelessness, but not enough to pay back Miokukusheshe her money. They feel like there's a disconnect from what I'm reading here. Was it greed?
That's the answer.
Don't mind, He said, was it greed or just daft arrogance?
It's a bit of greed.
A little bit of both.
It's a bit of greed and arrogance. When he was speaking with, I think the part where he gave Didi money to go and be bribing people. When Didi, he met him drinking when he was already viral. And he told Didi that Miokukusheshe just wants money. How much is the money? Before he will settle this. Money is finished, but the woman keeps demanding and demanding. So he was trying to be stubborn, thinking that he was bringing so much to her that she won't have a reason to, cut him off or do something drastic. So there you go. I think for me, I really think it's he was just being stubborn. He didn't know his Waterloo was around the corner. And
it's not funny when you now look at how the whole story played out. Man, Daniel, wow. It was just a collateral damage in everything.
Honestly,
at the end of the day, even Kofi and Miokukusheshe reconciled. Because
now
Kofi is calling Miokukusheshe for Zimbabwe.
My guy has progressed with this. Like I said, there are victims and there are second-hand victims.
Yeah.
Do you have more comments?
Yeah, but it's pretty much the same thing. People just saying that they were still confused about the movie. That when MK and Didi first had the contact, that they felt I was angry from part 1. That's why I acted like I didn't recognize him.
Yeah.
Now, this very nice review just came in now. Thanks so much for the movie. It's a ministration. A special prayer I prayed was that the eyes of men be enlightened, so we will not journey in the dark, thinking we are in the light. God bless you for being a blessing.
Peter says, was the madman prophecy from God?
That's an obvious.
Okay, what are we asking?
It's you. We talked about.
Okay, so there's this discussion. People usually believe that a madman usually see.
Okay.
I think the same goes for drunk people.
And people with
drunk.
dreads.
Yeah.
Before somebody became mad, the person had a normal life. So there was a spirit that was at work in that person. So either a demonic spirit or the actual spirit of God. So the person probably may have been a prophet before he became mad, or had the gift of prophecy, and now spoke from that realm. However, the person on the other hand may have been influenced with a demonic spirit and spoke as well too. So spirits speak to any entity. For example, in the Bible we saw the spirit speaking through the animal. So spirit can speak to any entity. So depending on the kind of spirit. The kind of spirit now that I can't really tell now which of the spirits spoke.
But last.
There was a speaking.
Well, as the character or as the person that played the character, I would have to go and ask the character.
Someone asked, Prophet Kofi Ado in the second part, which is part 2, was revealed to have started seeing revelations and having encounters at a young age. But he stopped having these as he grew. I've seen and met people in these shoes before. The question is, what is the mystery behind such that even people can have gifts before coming to Christ? Such spiritual gifts without giving their lives to Christ.
Yeah, so that's very possible. So that people have manifestation of several gifts before giving their life to Christ. When we give our life to Christ, we are actually not giving our life to Christ because we're expecting anything in return. For example, the gospel of the moment you give your life to Christ, you're going to buy a car, you build a house, you prosper. That is secondary because anybody can access that. So anybody can have these kind of gifts, So we have ordinary people who can see from birth. These people were prophets, they can see. But what now makes you a Christian
seer
is that you gave your life to Christ. You dedicated your life to Christ.
That's what separates you.
Yeah, that's what separates you. But Kofi is saying that despite the fact that he had this gift, he never gave his life to Christ. And I guess that there are a lot of prophets like that who just because they can see, they just go to, they just
begin to exercise the gift and see for people and everything without going through process or rededicating or meeting Christ for who he really is.
Yeah.
And funny enough, people don't care. See, for me, it's all that matters.
That's
we don't care what is sponsoring the saying.
Yeah, as long as you can see for me.
So I think it's time to take a little break so that we can get our cinematographer to join us.
He's so handsome.
The guy that shot Prophet Suddenly, but 2 is going to join us shortly.
So you can keep your questions, particularly regarding some really interesting parts of the movie that you have questions for. So once Dwindik joins us, he will take the questions.
So Laurel, who do we have on set?
Yeah, look to my left, guys. I don't know, my left or right or something, I don't know. But we have the amazing Dwindik with us.
You deserve a round of applause, actually.
Oh my God, I'm literally awestruck,
I'm blown.
starstruck, and
Dwindik,
everything.
is this you? Are you the Dwindik? Oh my God!
Yes, I am.
You say he guesses. People get to see the actors and everything on stage, not stage, on screen, and you get to love them. But there are people working behind the scene. And this man, this glass of wine right beside me, is Dwindik, the official cinematographer, video editor of the Winlos Film Ministry.
Is that drum roll for you?
Dwindik, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Okay, right now, just tell the world about yourself and what you do in the Winlos Film Ministry.
Well,
Briefly, I must ask.
my name is Dwindik, and I'm a cinematographer and the director of photography for the Winlos Film production. And that includes camera work, lighting, supervising, and in God we trust.
You have to bring my line here. In God we trust, indeed. That's like a summary of all you do.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yes. And I know one thing people would like to know right now as they're looking at you is your experiences shooting Prophet suddenly. But I'm going to break it down for you.
Okay.
Especially in part 2. The most difficult scene for you to shoot.
So, in order to get that shot, we had to do VFX. We had to, that's visual effects. And then we had to use a green screen. And I'll say this is like the first time I'm diving into that aspect of cinematography. So it was a little bit of a struggle at the beginning. But then, you work with the director, he knows what he wants, and then we proper direct him.
Yeah. We have some pictures and stuff from
behind the
scene already set up. Oh, look at me! I'm the green screen girl.
Yeah, so that was what we're trying to set up for the scene where
she flew.
Where Rita fell off the building. People were asking if that shot was real.
Even me, I had goosebumps when I watched it.
So we set up the green screen, and then took a clean plate of the balcony where she stood at, and then she did not jump. She actually wanted to, and then stopped, paused, she left the scene, and then we took a clean plate, then extracted her from the green screen, put her in the balcony, rotoscoping, and some
Okay, so this is why I got to show
green screen rotoscoping.
Exactly. Because all of those are professional terms, I suppose. But I love the fact that you mentioned that she actually did not jump.
Yeah, she did.
Because a lot of people, even in the comment section, some people will still be arguing that maybe she jumped.
Some people can swear is that she jumps now. Some people were like, okay, we were at the 3rd floor or 4th floor of that block. People were like, she went to jump from the ground floor.
Wow.
So it will not be too far.
Yeah.
I said, this one is Indian film. What do you think we are shooting?
No.
Was there any other challenging scene? So by challenging now, it did not have to do with VFX, but just having to shoot it. You were, should I say you were unsure of how to achieve it? And maybe some extra thoughts, some extra direction went into it.
Yes. But I'm going to keep that little tiny bit of information to myself. So this thing is actually Miokukusheshe's introduction.
Oh, wow.
And for cinematographers that are like,
they understand.
They know that I did something that I wasn't supposed to do. So yeah,
there were some scenes that they celebrated. Even Zion Culture celebrated some of your creativity.
Amazing work.
One of my favorite stuff, both in shooting and editing, was when Kofi was calling Rita a snack. He's scaling in. He felt like he was calling me a snack.
The sexual tension.
I felt it. I was like, what's going on here? Somebody call the police. Call the police. I said, this man should stop looking at
the sexual tension. You were scaling into their eyes.
That you could use camera
to tell that story.
Yes, and that's one thing I appreciate about your craft. Camera angles, everything. Even when he was bringing out the letter of resignation or his reasons.
Yeah.
How the camera tells the
On the
entire
notes.
story?
The movie had been written down. I think Ola scripted it, so it was quite detailed. All I did was just work with everything that he had written down. So I read the script. Like 5 times. We even argued. I almost fought on top of it. Like, no, this should not happen. This should happen. So I was already like too used to the
storyline and
entire
everything.
storyline. So all I needed to do was depict it whilst I was shooting. So that was it.
Why the body of Christ? Why are you here?
Where else am I supposed to be?
Because there are young guys that have such talent,
Talent.
but will not actually major on gospeltainment. But here you are, it's your major. It's like the air you breathe, the song you sing, the life you live, and everything. And not just for the movies. He also makes skits. You know, he does the
Winlos.
skits, day-to-day Winlos shoots and everything. When your mates are out there, why did you choose, to be a partner with the Winlos and just stay here and work for God?
Well, I mean, you work with someone who has a vision. Said, write the vision, make it plain. So I've seen his vision, and I know that, let me just put it this way. So if you're ready, just bring out your pen and your paper.
Words.
So filmmaking is like my life's purpose, right? So it's what I want to do. And then I met someone who nurtured. Yeah, and then there's this part of the Bible that I eat it, I breathe on it, and that's the parable of the talents. So it's more like you've been given a gift. You're not the owner of your gift, but just stewards. So you have to account for it at the end.
Of the
So
day.
why not just do it for God?
And it's
I know that this will
amazing.
not be this is not my destination. So
It's amazing because gone are the days where, thank God for the amazing films that are coming out, from Christian movies right now. Because gone are the days when people would say that good story, but maybe production is has a little bit of improvement to be done, or is mediocre and all of that. But right now, stories are good, production is amazing, and all of that, because we have amazing guys like you.
Yeah, so I think the quality of this production, a lot of people wanted it to be on Netflix.
Yes,
I increased that it
that
can be
was
on
my
Netflix as well too. So we got a lot of people talking about that. So what it means is that the production is quality, solid. So what we are trying to say is that you do not have to have that budget that is over several millions of naira for you to do something good. The truth is that if you are very creative, you can use the minimal resources you have to do something good. And also, somebody said, why is he so fine? Why are you so fine?
Why are you so? You have to tell everybody.
Okay, go on.
You've been doing cream and pepper. Where did this laughter come from? Why are you so fine?
I got this from my mom.
Why are you so fine?
He said he got it from his mama.
Have you seen my mother?
Good genes, good God.
That's it.
That's it.
He doesn't elaborate. People that walk behind the scene, they're like, he's very nerdy, all these people. He cannot even... Anyway, that's him Dwindik. You can look him up on social media, and get to know more about him.